The United Nations is expected to publish a database of companies involved in settlement construction in the occupied West Bank. The long list of firms that are working in violation of international law is scheduled to come out in the coming weeks. Sources say as well as Israeli firms, there are major US and European companies on the blacklist. The listing has been ordered by the UN Human Rights Council. Israel is defiantly keeping up its settlement expansion, but the upcoming publication has caused jitters in Tel Aviv. That's because a UN blacklist could scare away the international companies present in the occupied West Bank and prevent others from joining Israeli projects. This could have devastating effects on Israeli expansion plans. The Israeli regime and the administration of US President Donald Trump are racing to find a way to block the planned publication.
The reason for this is that it would give new impetus to any group that wanted to boycott Israel. The Israelis are fearful of this boycott movement. They're taking it very seriously.
Israeli officials are making no secret of their heavy lobbying campaign at the UN to prevent the blacklist from coming out. Israel's UN ambassador Danny Danon says no efforts will be spared in trying to do so. He says, "We will do everything we can to ensure that this list does not see the light of day."
As soon as one of these companies realizes, let's say an international company realizes that they're going to be subject to any negative publicity whatsoever, that will have a chilling effect on their willingness to do business there, and they may pull out.
Israel has been sharply criticized by many UN human rights resolutions and seems to have little leverage over the Rights Council. But the United States, which has for decades provided Israel with diplomatic cover, has once again thrown its weight behind the regime. Critics say by backing Israel in trying to disrupt the United Nations' work regarding the settlements, Washington is helping the occupying force defy the will of the international community. That's because all Israeli settlements are illegal under international law.
The Trump administration is has shown no restraint whatsoever in supporting Israel, so it's not surprising that they will want to prevent the publication of this list, blacklisting these companies.
Israel has intensified construction on lands Palestinians want as their future state. The issue of settlements has been the most important stumbling block in talks between the Palestinians and the Israelis. The expansionism has worsened since US President Donald Trump took office. Trump has spoken of a plan to restart talks between the Palestinians and the Israelis. But observers believe his actions and words have further emboldened Tel Aviv and that any deal Trump puts forward would be in favor of its ally. Now all eyes are on the UN Human Rights Council to see whether it can resist US pressure. If the Council goes ahead with the planned publication, Israel will probably find itself more isolated over its ongoing construction on Palestinian lands.